I love you all with all my might, with all my heart. This is who I am. I'm here. I'm making videos of, my videos are about love, energy, creation, infinity, because this is who we are. We're infinite energy, infinite love, infinite creation. This is who we are. And this video is about energy. It's the third poem. It's y.house/third-poem. That's y.house/third-poem. It's on Substack and on YouTube and the website. So I'm gonna jump straight into it. It's about the third primary element, time and energy. So it would be energy for the most part, this one. But then again, we all energy. Energy is a fundamental thing. We are creational selves due to the heartbeat. Okay, and I always speak about these things. The pulse of life, the pulse of creation is in my content. It's the foundation of everything. We exist because of the human heart. So I'll talk about it. And then let's just read this poem and then break it down. Okay. So purpose is an infinite energy source. Purpose electrifies you. Purpose elevates you. Purpose drives you. No more, no less. Purpose fuels you. Purpose keeps you going. Purpose makes you relentless so you can reach your destination and fulfill your purpose. No more, no less. In the poem, I actually wrote it as destiny, but that's okay. I'm not a big fan of that idea of destiny, but in this case, it's interchangeable with destination. So let me just read it again. Purpose is an infinite energy source. Purpose electrifies you. Purpose elevates you. Purpose drives you. No more, no less. Purpose fuels you. Purpose keeps you going. Purpose makes you relentless so you can reach your destiny and fulfill your purpose. No more, no less. Okay, let's run it. I wrote it as that and I believe in myself. So if I wrote destiny, then okay, it's about fulfilling your destiny. I get it. Okay, so let's run with destiny. But for practical matters, destination is that. Okay? So let's talk about it. Purpose is infinite energy. It's an infinite energy source. It's a beautiful idea. So why is purpose an infinite energy source? You might wonder. And this is a very valid question. Remember, you have to question everything. Circling back to the Socratic method, Socrates in himself, he questioned everything, defy everything, challenge everything. Always ask why, because those who ask why, those who seek foundations, always come up with innovative ways, innovative systems of thinking and creating, because you're challenging everything. The reason why things are the way they are, the root, the origin, the genesis, and that leads to infinity in the end. So you understand something fully, because infinity is spherical in nature. So when you understand an idea in full circle, spherical ideas, then you truly comprehend what it is, and it becomes simple. And then you can explain it and actually take purposeful daily action on it. So purpose is an infinite energy source. It is. Why? Because purpose is why. Why we exist, the reason why we are, the reason why to be. This is what why is. Why is that? Purpose is why. And why is infinite in nature, meaning why itself is infinite. So if it's infinite, it means it's infinity itself, because infinity is a circular is sphere. It doesn't end. Everything is part of infinity. In fact, infinity is the only constant. So because of it, we are part of infinity, meaning we are constant ourselves, so meaning we are infinite. All of us, everything is infinite. Everything that's conscious and self-aware, that is a creator, light spherical beings like we are infinite in nature. This is why purpose is an infinite energy source, because purpose is Y and Y is infinite in nature. And there will always be a purpose, there will always be a Y, and this will never end, because this is the proof. Mathematical equation of infinity has to do with the circle, the sphere with the zero, beginning and the end all together in one. The sphere, electromagnetic, polarized. That's why the sun is spherical. That's why the earth is spherical. And their life sources. They all have their own electromagnetic field of creation, the singularity, their vortex, their event horizon, their wormhole, the epicenter at the heart, the center of gravity that generates everything, the escape velocity required for that life form to emerge. In this case, at the scale of the sun, the astronomical scale, we got all this, the fusion, generates hydrogen and other elements that are light and create the conditions in the solar system, just as an example, because this is an infinite scale and it can apply to infinity. So then again, that's that. And then again, the earth, created as a result of this beautiful energy coming from the sun, has its own electromagnetic field that's also spherical. And then, well, life on earth is teeming and beaming. Earth is beaming with life. I mean, that's just who we are. This is just beautiful. Earth is just that. It's all this, the atmosphere, the biosphere, the biome, the ecosystems, the support systems of Earth, supporting life, biologically speaking, and the DNA is just life itself, is creation, is energy, and Earth is that, is densified energy, terrestrially speaking. And then that's what it is. It allows to create all these motions, and then we have all these elements fueling us as biological organisms, oxygen and water, hydrogen, all that. So it's beautiful. This is who we are. We're spherical in nature. Then ourselves, we have our own heartbeat, powering the human body. And the heartbeat generates an electromagnetic field that is spherical in nature that surrounds the human body, and it powers it. So the systems go live. So we're conscious and self-aware and sentient and intelligent as a result. And then again, our nature is for circle, because we're spherical, we're part of infinity. And then because we're conscious and self-aware, we have the ability to have purpose, because we have free will. And then we can ask why. Because we are conscious, we are energy, and energy is creation, and we are life because of it. See, this idea is just everything is this, because infinity is that. Infinity is spherical. Infinity is spherical. Okay, that's the geometry of the structure of the organizing agent of creation itself is spherical, electromagnetized and polarized, just like our electromagnetic field and the earth and the suns and everything there is, galaxies and everything has an electromagnetic field, cells have one, everything has an electromagnetic field, atoms, whatever scale, doesn't matter the size, large, small, infinitely large, infinitely small, it's always resonance, there's always oscillation, there's always vibration and frequency, there's always a force field, it's energy, because we are energy. And because purpose is that, purpose is the infinity itself in letters, in language, in a word. Because our mind is infinite, we have an infinite ability to create, an infinite ability to imagine. This never ends. Ideas just pop in and keep happening. Because then again, the mind is created by what? By the brain. And the brain is created by what? By the brain cell. And the brain cell is created by what? By the DNA. Okay, by the DNA. And the DNA itself is infinite because it's part of infinity itself. So then again, it gives us the ability to be infinite because infinity is a creation itself. So it's this creation creates creator. So then again, it's the mechanism, it's the structure, it's the organizing agent, it's the organizing structure of creation itself, spherical in nature. Because spheres is this perfect form, is this round form that has the ability to be electromagnetized and polarized, thus creating energy, which is creation itself, and life comes from energy, and creation itself is that is self-conscious and aware, polarized, spherical electromagnetism. That's what it is. This is the geometry of reality. If existence as we know it is spherical, because infinity is spherical. as the surface of a sphere has no end. So then again, infinity day, in case you are wondering. And I'm gonna show you why and how quickly here. So I got a sphere here. This is a sphere. You can spin this forever and you will never find an end to it. The surface has no end. There's no end point. Okay? Why? Because it's infinite in nature. And if you have the conditions, you can, this is obviously just an object, a lifeless object, is plastic. We created it ourselves, but we are the equivalent of it. We have an electromagnetic field that's actually alive, that gives us life, consciousness, and self-awareness, so we can create. So this is our electromagnetic field is spherical in nature, just like the earth and the sun. Okay? And look at the sun, it's an object and it's spherical. And then again, it's energy because of it, because it has no end. And when you have enough conditions, gravitationally speaking, then this motion, the motion spin itself, polarized, two poles, two axes. The polarization of the poles generates electromagnetism as you create motion and movement. It's called gyroscopic phenomena. It's gyroscopic forces. Is angular momentum, spin is torque. So this motion of creation generates electromagnetism, which is a current. And this current is electrical, obviously, because it's magnetic as well. It's both. It's a force of creation, and this polarization is due to angular momentum, and that is this epicenter is the center of gravity of the sphere itself. The vortex of it, this electromagnetic field, that is the singularity, is the event horizon, is the wormhole, is the point of where there's no mass. And it's just like when you look at a hurricane, the center of gravity. You see, when you look at a hurricane or a tornado, it has this eye. It's the point where everything comes from, is the vortex itself. There's no, this point has no still, but everything around it is just motion. So then that's what this is. And the sphere has this ability, because it's this perfect shape for infinity to be the geometry of infinity, because it's a conduit to limitlessness, to boundlessness, to what infinity is, its properties and qualities, which are, endless. And then if you want to understand it in a visual way, then of course the sphere, this has a surface, right? It has a surface. I have a better one because this one has like texture. So this one, say the planet Earth is spherical, has its own electromagnetic field. So you see the surface, if it keeps spinning, you're never gonna find an end to it. It's just always gonna go in circles forever. No end to it. And this is part of the nature of infinity. See, the surface of it has no end. There's not like a point where it ends, because it's spherical and it keeps on going. And that motion of keeping on going, that's exactly what I'm talking about, is angular momentum. And the earth spins, right? Transition and rotation. All this stuff, axis, the tilt of it, the precision, all this stuff is the motion moving across infinity itself, across the force field of the electromagnetic field of the solar system, because the solar system has its own electromagnetic field. And this surface, that's where we move around. Space, we call it, whatever. But then it's part of the galaxy, which the galaxy has its own electromagnetic field itself, its own singularity at the heart of it, and we're part of a galaxy called the Milky Way. We're moving around the surface of it, the motion of it. Hey, so that's what it is. It's just powerful, and it's this infinite energy source, because it's wide and it's infinite in nature. So this is why purpose is an infinite energy source, because we are infinite in nature, thus making us infinite energy in the end. And the biological scale, and the way we think of it is love, because love then again, it can be measured at labs, can be measured. And then obviously, it's a frequency, it's the highest frequency that the human heart can generate. Because the human heart, then again, is the mechanism of life, the heartbeat, the pulse of life, the pulse of creation, generates the electromagnetic field of the human body that makes us spherical and makes us capable of consciousness and infinity and understanding reason and all these self-awareness. So then we can wrap around ourselves around the idea of infinity and why and purpose because of it. Because we are consciousness, and our consciousness comes from the electromagnetism of the sphere itself, the heartbeat and the resonance of it. That generates life, powers the human body, so systems go live. And that's it. Hey, that's it. That's the great mysteries. That is it. That's it. So purpose is infinite energy source. It's an infinite energy source because it's why it's infinity itself, and we can measure it. We can measure it with why, how, and our dream, what we come up with. Then we can take purposeful daily action and then manifest it. And then you see after that there will be another dream. So that makes it infinite. There's always a dream. There's always a why. Always, because it has an infinite nature. So purpose electrifies you. It does, because its nature, its infinity, its creation. And it'll be electrical in a way. But, we always have these notions as humans, because we're energy, that some ideas electrify us, right? They pump us and stuff, because the pump again comes from the human heart. The pumping of the human heart, the heartbeat, all these motions come from the human heart because it's our creator. It's electrical. It's electricity, and electricity is emotion, electrical motion, emotion, energy in motion, feelings, because we are sentient, and love can be measured at the lab. It's the highest frequency that the heart can generate. So then again, love is emotion, and emotion is energy. It's just sentient energy, it's conscious energy, it's electromagnetic energy in the way of signals and signs in the brain. That's how we interpret it. Synapse. We got neurons in our hearts for a reason. Because our hearts think, our hearts have emotions and feelings. And then again, that's it. So purpose electrifies us. Our why, our reason to exist, because we are conscious and self-aware. We have an identity and a true self that guides us. So we have the free will to choose what our purpose is, what our creations are. So purpose electrifies us, meaning gives us power, it empowers us. Further energy, like purpose energy, is purposeful energy, is this notion of infinity being manifested, be channeled through our true self and our purposeful daily action, powering us, electrifying us in a big way. Purpose electrifies you. It truly does. It really pumps you. It really keeps you going. It's a great motivator because it's infinity itself, it's creation itself. And we are here to create. We live to love and we love to live, because the primordial instinct of the human heart is the heartbeat. Without the heartbeat, we wouldn't exist, right? So we live to love because we love with our hearts, and our heart is that pumps us with the electromagnetic field of the heartbeat. So then again, we live to love, it's our instinct. So we are benevolent species, this is our nature. Because it's all electrical then, with electricity and stuff. Purpose electrifies us. Then again, that's it. Purpose elevates you in the sense, literally, it elevates your energy level. Because purpose is infinity, and infinity is love, it's all energy. So when you are with your purpose, which is infinite creation, is infinite love, you're creating purposeful creation, is your love energy resonating with daily purposeful action. You're creating with your heart, because then again, the higher the energy, the higher the creation. It's like what the sun has so much energy, creates beautiful things like the earth and all that. And then the earth creates us as a result. So you see high energy, high creation. So then again, because the highest frequency, the highest level of bandwidth in terms of resonance is from the heart, which is what gives us life with the heartbeat in the first place and generates the electromagnetic field, is love, can be measured at the labs. Love is the mechanism, it unlocks everything, creates. We wouldn't exist without love and energy in the heart. So then again, love is the highest frequency of energy and creation. So that's why purpose elevates us, because purpose is what we love, is our why, is our dream. We live to love and we love to live purposeful lives. So love, purposeful love. Hey, I talk about it all the time. So purpose elevates you. Why? Because energy elevates. Literally, like a plane picks up, right? It elevates. Why? Because of the energy of it. The turbines and stuff. So then again, helicopters, the same notion. Elevation, it comes with energy, a motor, an engine. And then it's all this elevation that comes as a result of gravitics. You see, electromagnetism elevates. And we are electromagnetic. So frequency is elevation, meaning you increase the frequency, you increase the vibration, you increase the rate at which the wavelength moves. So that's elevation. You elevating the wavelength, the speed at which it moves, the rate, and then that's elevation. This generates this electromagnetism as a result that elevates things. Like you can elevate things with electromagnetism. You magnetize things and you elevate them. You lift things up with magnetism. Elevation is that. That's why this notion of the flying saucer is actually real, because of electromagnetism. You see, you can lift it up. You can have this device. You can have this device generating an electromagnetic field, and you put a plate on it, and then it just spins on it. Because it's conduit.